Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. LEGO just released a new LEGO Idea set, the typewriter set number 21327. I will put a link to the designer video down in the description below in case you haven't seen the real set yet. But today I'm gonna show you how to build a mini version of it. For this build I started from the keyboard, which is actually a little bit smaller compared to the original set in terms of number of keys, and I still keep three layers. With the second line, with the help of some jumpers, I went a little bit offset compared to the first and the third, because I think it will look a little bit nicer, and every line is just one plate taller. From here I started to build around with the outside and bottom part of the typewriter. I didn't have many parts in this color, so what I did is take a lot of them from my Baby Yoda, from my Grogu Lego set, which has quite a lot of these, but I was missing a lot of plates, so later you will see that I had to find some alternative solution to make the smoother part. And you see also at the base, the bottom layer of plates over here, I had to use some odd pieces just to complete all the area, all the edge of the build. Anyway, these are the two sides of the typewriter that are gonna connect with the first two lines of the keyboard. For the central part of the build, I went with different colors because anyway this will be all hidden mostly underneath the main structure. So here are a couple of bricks with plate underneath. That is gonna be seen on top. I decided to use that grill, even if actually the direction would be better if pointing the other way. Because that will look more like the real set. Here I needed this different connection because I needed to have a space to connect the studs from the top of the build. Later you will see why. At the front I went to add another line of the keys with some cones below, so this will line up just one plate higher compared to the previous line. This will just connect and sit on top of those plates from the first part of the build. Now we are starting to close up the top of the build with some plates and tiles. These are mainly the only tiles that I found available in my collection. So to fill these 2x2 there, I had to use these triangular tiles because luckily I had some of those in my inventory. I tried to go with this sausage piece for that part in the center, but then it would be very odd sitting on the jumper, so I decided to go with these slopes. It's a little bit too big compared to what it's supposed to be, but I think it looks quite nice at this scale. Then here with these rounded plates, we went to create those two big rounded things that are on the real typewriter, from where the line with the ink come out. And then we are gonna finish off the back of the build. I added one tile at the bottom there, and later I will show you why. And we are just gonna connect this to the back. So now the typewriter is complete. Now we need only to add all the mechanism for the papers. Okay, now here at the back I had to create the mechanism for the paper, and I wanted at least to be able to sit a little bit diagonal and to be able to move right and left without breaking anything or falling apart. all the white parts here are representing the papers. And if you see at the bottom, I decided to use one tile and two slopes, because that part is gonna go in the gap that we created earlier, and this will help to keep it in place and also giving enough space to move a little bit diagonally, to sit a little bit diagonally. This is the top part of the papers, so I use all these different connection of brackets so that this connection will be smooth with the bottom part once we will connect. These are the last couple of bits on the side of the build. This will connect with the bottom one, and the slopes that you see at the back are basically the bottom of the paper that is coming out at the back. So once it's sitting there, it's not coming up so easily, and this can slide right and left. And if you see, if I put it upside down, it's not gonna fall off, because that tile and that slope give me the chance to make it a little bit diagonal, so there's not actual connection or studs there, but it can move freely. And here you can see the difference between this compared to a minifigure. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I will put a link for my playlist of mini Lego set series. Go check it out.